Hey guys! Today I'm going to be doing a video about trying new makeup products. With some hauls and stuff I've done recently, I still have some products that I haven't had a chance to try out yet, so I thought this would be a good idea to film it and show you guys my thoughts on the products. So I did already do basically my face makeup. I haven't done concealer yet, but I just wanted to get the stuff out of the way that I don't have something new to show you guys. So I've done my foundation and my brows. So I don't have a new concealer, but I'm going to be setting my concealer with something new, so I wanted to show you guys that. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply my Fit Me and the e.l.f. I keep calling this the wrong thing. I think it's the Easy Blendable Concealer, and then we'll be right back to set it. Okay, so now that all my concealer is applied, I am going to be setting it with the Tarte Skin Twinkle Lighting Palette, and I'm going to be using this shade here. This is basically like a brightening under eye powder. See how this brightens. So I don't actually really notice too much brightening, but it definitely did set it. Maybe I will try to apply a little bit more. I will notice that I don't seem to be getting too much on the brush. Like, I'm rubbing this over and over and I'm like pressing pretty hard. I'm not really getting a whole lot on my brush. I'm just gonna put this on the top of my eye as well. So it's not that I don't like it, but I wouldn't say it's like overly brightening, but it definitely did set and do all that it needs to do. So for bronzer, I actually have a new bronzer from the Body Shop. This is it's just called the Bronzing Powder in the shade Light and Matte. So I did apply tan, and this is looking really light, but we will try it out just to see. This might be better for when I don't have a tan. Not really. Maybe a little bit. I think I need something a little darker for today just because I did just apply a tan. So I will try that out again when I am no tan, nice and pale for everyone. So I think I will actually go in with the Rimmel Natural Bronzer in the shade Sunlight. So this one's a little bit warmer. Okay, so for blush, again, I don't actually have anything new, but I am just going to go into my ColourPop Heavy Hitter palette. I do want to mention that I have noticed is with these ColourPop palettes, make sure you read the actual product description. This is a blush and a highlight, and there's I think two others that are blush and highlights, but two of them, I believe, two more of these like duos are bronzers and highlighters. So obviously you can use them somewhat interchangeably, maybe not the blushes, but a lot of bronzers you can actually pull off as a blush, but just something to keep an eye out because I actually wasn't aware of that. Now for highlight today, I'm going to go back into this Tarte Skin Twinkle palette. So I have tried out now this Moonlight Highlight. I just tried out this under eye setting powder, but I have not actually tried this. Well, I don't remember what this, I think it's called Sunlight Highlighter. So I am going to try this. I'm assuming it's going to be great because this Moonlight one I actually am obsessed with. I really, really, really like the way it looks. This one's just a little more like golden champagne, I guess. Yeah, so that's really nice. I do think I like the color and the tone of this one a little bit more on me, but this is definitely really pretty. Now for eyeshadow today, I actually have a completely new palette to try out. You guys may have noticed that I purchased the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2 palette, but I have not used it on my channel. I have not had time to use it at all, so I'm pretty excited to try this out. I think all these shades are gorgeous. I love that it has warm and cool tone shades. Like, this would be a good traveling palette for that reason. Also the fact that it has some nice lighter mattes up to some darker shades, as well as like some highlighting shades. So you really do get a good mixture. So my eyes are pretty much already set with that setting powder that I used. I may just grab, I need to clean my brushes by the way, so please don't judge me. But I'm going to start off by putting this shade right in the crease. I don't really know what kind of look I'm going to be doing today, but we will just go with the flow. And I did prime my eyelids with the Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer. Actually, I'm just going to put it all over the lid because it is a lot lighter on the eye than what I was expecting. So this is a good like setting shade. So maybe then what I will do is go in with this shade here and just lightly blend that into the crease. Nice shade. It's like a very cool tone brown. I love a nice cool brown like that for the crease, just to like slightly deepen it up. I have a hard time getting product on the brush. It's like it's so densely packed. It's almost like it has like a coating on it. Can't quite figure it out. But I'm like really pressing my brush in there and swirling it around to get some product. Yeah, I really like this shade. Now I think what I'm going to do is go in with this darker shade here. It's sort of like a very dark browny purple, and do just the outer V. I'm just going to go back with the brush that I just used and blend that out. Now on my actual like inner corner and lid, I'm thinking of combining these two because this is a little too gold for what I want, but this is very white. So I'm putting it basically like 2/3 of my lid, and then I can go and blend that out with a brush afterwards. Wow, those are really bright. So I'm just gonna sort of blend just that line where that shimmer ends into the outer corner. And with a big fluffy clean brush, again, I'm just gonna kind of blend out all of these edges. Shadows are definitely very pigmented, so I have no complaints with this palette. Go ahead and apply liner. So I do actually have a brand new liner to try. This is the e.l.f. cream liner, just in the shade black. I'm going to need a very, very tiny brush. So it did actually, I should show, come with an angled brush for it, but it's a little bit thick. You guys probably will not be able to see. That's thicker than what I want. This is like the smallest angled brush that I have. I am going to have to bring my mirror very close, so hopefully you guys can see okay. It's actually not bad. Winged liner is a little hard for me with such hooded eyes, but I do manage. I actually don't mind that at all. So I'm going to, just to speed this up, do the other eye off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, so the liner is done. I think I did an okay job. I'm sure they're not even as usual, but what can you do? So next I'm going to move on to mascara, and this is actually another new product. So this is the Essence Lash Princess, the False Lash Effect Mascara. So I thought this sounded pretty interesting. I do have another Essence mascara that I do like, but I will say it sort of leaves it stays a little bit tacky. We'll see what this one is like. Ooh, I do like the big brush. Okay, so I actually do really like that, considering I have like no eyelashes at all. I feel like they look pretty good. I did get some down here, so I cleaned that up a bit, and I accidentally bit a piece of skin on my lip. So moving along, I am going to apply a little bit of just white in my waterline. And now that the eye look is complete, I'm going to add a little bit more of that highlight that we used, but on my brow bone. I'm going to intensify the blush and highlight a little bit more. I think from the eyeshadow and stuff, some of it has kind of rubbed off, and I want a little bit more. Okay, and the last item that I have to try is a lip product, and this is actually another item that I purchased from Tarte. This is their Tarteist lip paint. So I've seen a few people use these. This is in the shade Rosé, and I think this is a beautiful color. Oh my god, how embarrassing. We'll see how this looks with a bloody lip. Okay, so I did just blow dry my hair. I'm really actually liking pretty much everything I put on my face today. It's too bad that bronzer didn't work out. I'm sure it will. It's just that, again, my face is just too dark for it right now. One thing I do want to do just to kind of finish up the eye look, I think the under eye is looking a bit plain. So I think I'm going to go back into that second shade we went into, this like medium-ish brown, and just kind of buff that out very lightly on my lower lash line. And I always start on the outer corner and then buff it in, so it's always a little bit darker on the outer portion and lighter in the inner. Just like that. And I think I'm going to take, again, the two shimmer shades in here, this white and gold, mix them and put them just on the very bottom inner corner. There, so I just kind of smudged that out in the inner third on the lower lash line. Okay, so I guess that pretty much finishes off the look. I'm not going to apply fake lashes or anything. I might later tonight. I'm going to my brother's. He's having a little summer party. So I'll probably do that just to jazz up the look, but I think this is all I'm going to do for now. Yeah, I really like this lip color. Definitely drying, but most matte liquid lips are, but the color is very pretty, and I think everything with this look goes together really well. No complaints about that eyeshadow palette at all. Love the highlight. It's actually very pretty. I put it on kind of in a subtle way, but you could definitely intensify this. Like even just on my brow bone, it was quite intense because I was packing it on a lot more. This mascara too is not sticky or tacky in any way. I'm really happy with it. And that gel liner, no complaints, I just need a little more practice. So thank you guys as always for watching. Don't forget to hit the little bell below so you get constant notifications anytime I upload a video. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it as always, and I'll see you next time.